Hey everyone, it's Lynn from Holistic Health and Wellness. Trying different computers because some of these seem to be a little bit fuzzy, so I hope that you can see okay. Today I have a big announcement, and again, I'm talking about kicking your sugar habits to the curb and something that you probably don't know about me. So we've talked about sugar a lot, and that's because I'm a sugarholic, sugar addict. What you probably don't know is I used to be a huge soda drinker. I loved Coca-Cola, switched to Pepsi for a while, and I would drink probably 5 or 6 of those a day. So that's a huge amount of sugar. I didn't realize at that time just how much sugar that meant I was drinking, as well as the sweet stuff that I was eating. So, it was a huge deal for me when I ditched that Coca-Cola. And, it wasn't easy. It's like all of us when we're trying to do something a little healthier. Sometimes it's not really easy. And so it's easy for us to think about drinking Cokes or eating sugars and not realize the effect it has, one, on our body, even on our emotional life, because we kind of get down on ourselves. I'm sure you can appreciate that. When we keep eating the same old stuff and you think, how am I ever going to stop doing this? So for me, it really took some effort on my part to quit the Coke, probably even more so than when I ditched the chocolate and started eating healthier. I mean, carbohydrates and sugar are essential nutrients for our body, and they're a great source of energy for us. So eating carbs and sugar isn't always a negative thing. It's when we're eating the wrong carbs and the wrong sugar, because when you think about sugar and carbs being something that is really essential for us to function properly and give us the energy, then you can start thinking about sugar in a different way. But it's natural sugars that we want and good carbohydrates. So the American Heart Association conducted research on the amount of sugar that's required by a body per day. And kind of interesting because for men, the maximum that they should have is 38 grams or 9 teaspoons of sugar per day, while women require even less. So bad news if you're a sugar addict, because that means you're really supposed to have less. Yeah, Jennifer, I so get that. Quitting Dr. Pepper is really hard. And one of the suggestions is that if you start drinking a lot more water, and if you like fizzy things, then try getting some sparkling water and put some fruit or some kind of flavoring in it and see if that will help substitute it for you. So thanks, Jennifer. So for women, we only need 6 teaspoons of sugar a day. So that's a lot less. That's a third less than men even. So that really isn't a whole lot of sugar when you think that a lot of people have 2 or 3 teaspoons of sugar in Coke every day. And then you think about the places that you get it as an additive. So, while we think about sugar and good carbs as being a great source of energy for our body to function properly throughout the day, you have to think about it in good carbs and good sugar. So, and it's all about balance. We really have to balance our life because excess sugar becomes very hazardous to us. It clogs the blood supply in the veins, and it also raises our blood sugar levels. And that's really hard for us if you think about it. So many people these days are pre-diabetic, and then they go on to be diabetic because they continue on with the bad sugars. Eating candy, you think about anything we go get in the grocery store, it's just loaded with sugar, absolutely loaded with processed sugar. Yeah, you're right, Jennifer, it's processed sugar, and it's in just about everything that we buy. You go into the grocery store, and if you're not shopping on the outside of the store, as I recommend, then you're going down the aisles and you're getting processed foods that's got processed sugar, which, yes, is basically really yucky. So many of us have different diseases because we've had too much sugar in the past. Diabetics are, just the prime example of that. But even worse is this is happening to our kids. Think how young people are starting to get diabetes these days. And my thing, and especially now as a grandmother, is to see my grandchildren eat the right kind of foods and drink the right kinds of liquids. And, like I told Jennifer, if you're hooked on Cokes or some kind of soda, then try, obviously you must like the sparkling type thing, the fizziness. So try a sparkling water, infuse it with some kind of delicious fruits that are natural, and that can kind of wean you off naturally from that. So yeah, agave syrup is really good. Agave monk fruit better. And it's all about moderation in what we do. So if you start looking at your labels and you see all of the added sugar in most of the food that we eat, it's really scary because you might think, well, I'm eating within that 6 teaspoons of sugar a day, but what you don't take into account is all the added sugar that's in there. So I was totally hooked. You know that, I've talked about it before, so hooked on not just the chocolate, but any kind of sweet thing I could get my hands on. And as I said, it was nothing for me to have 4 or 5 Cokes a day. And what scared me at one point is one of my friends, while we were in the military, ended up in the hospital with kidney disease because of the amount of Pepsi that she was drinking. That's really scary. We don't think about what damage all of this processed stuff and all of this sugar is doing to our body. So what I wanted to offer you today is I have a great, just a 7-day program. It's like a cleansing of the sugar to help you get off the sugar. And this is kind of an informal thing that I'm offering. It's only $19 to do it for 7 days with me. I don't have a sales page to go to. All I want to do is if you're interested in it and you want to share it with people, just drop me a comment and I will get with you. You can get on a 20-minute free call with me and we'll talk about it, get you signed up for it. It just has been so helpful to me to do things like that, to get me off the sugar, to get me on the right path to health and wellness. And if you know my journey, I went from being a yo-yo dieter, being a sugarholic, an addictive person with many of the foods, that I just feel so much different. I have so much energy. I'm at a good weight. I keep my weight off, whereas before it was such a hard thing for me to do. I'd lose the weight, I'd put it on. And this is just such an awesome way to live your life, to feel great, to feel healthy, to feel that you've got energy to face your day. So if you're interested in doing this with me, just drop me a comment below and I will get with you and I'll get you started on it. It's simple to follow. You've got all the recipes that you need, everything that you need so that you can ditch that sugar craving and kick your sugar habit goodbye. And probably also help you with getting off the Cokes, getting off the Dr. Peppers, whatever you might be hooked on. My passion is to help people get rid of these things that have a hold of them, because it really ruins your health in the long term. And I'm all about being as healthy as we can be, not looking our age, feeling great, going through life, enjoying life again, and not being tied to food and not having food be an emotional escape for you. So if you're interested in joining, just drop a comment below or PM me. Either way is absolutely fine, and I will get with you and we'll get you on the program. 7 days to kick your sugar habit, and I think that that's an awesome thing to do. I've done it and I haven't looked back, and I can now even tell you that I'll go out and I will eat something that I want and not get hooked on it again, which is really great to have things as a treat. And so as a bonus to that, I have a recipe handout that's got 5 dessert type recipes that are absolutely great. They'll make you think that you're eating something really sweet, but it doesn't hurt you. It doesn't make you crave sugar. So I will be very happy to get with you, Jennifer, and anybody else that wants to do this with me. And This is Friday afternoon, getting ready for a great weekend, I hope. Remember on the weekend to take some time just for you, to refresh, to restore, to rejuvenate, even if it's only a half an hour. Take some time for you and enjoy your weekend. I plan on, we've got a party for my granddaughter tomorrow, and so that will take up most of the day. I want to get some me time in for about an hour on Sunday so that I can get some good rejuvenation, good for all of us. And that helps you also with your sugar cravings when you take care of yourself. So at the moment, don't forget to drop me a comment. I will get with you and we'll get you going on the Kick Your Sugar Habit to the Curb. Thanks for joining me today. I hope that you're all doing well and I hope that you have a great weekend. This is Lynn from Holistic Health and Wellness signing off, and I will talk to you later. Bye.